this is probably gonna be the only video I'm gonna be making of this type of video, because a few people on Instagram were tagging me in a photo of the new Anastasia Beverly Hills lip palette, and a lot of them were saying that it looks exactly like the Pony Effect customizing lip palette. And I have to say, like, right off the bat, it's pretty obvious that there are similarities between the two palettes. So I wanted to give my kind of like 2 cents on the whole situation. Situation, that's not really a situation. So right off the bat, let's talk about the, I guess, similarities. I think more so, there are more differences than similarities, to be honest with you. The pricing. In the Pony Effect one, you get 10 shades for, depending on where you get it, you can get it as low as $26. And from like at full price, I believe it's like $32. But the thing is, this is a Korean makeup product, so it's only available like overseas. And from what I've seen, this palette, only a few websites carry it, and so a lot of them you're gonna be paying for shipping. So that's like a whole different pricing. For the Anastasia one, you get 18 shades for about $48, and it comes with a palette. The Pony Effect did release a palette along with the lip palette. It also has like a spatula, but this separately is about $16. So the minimum you're gonna be paying for both the lip palette and the mixing plate is probably gonna be around about $42 or so. So really, in the Anastasia, when you're getting way more colors and you're getting a lip palette, from the videos that I have seen of the mixing, the formulas seem to be quite similar, to be honest. So really, I think that overall, I don't have the Anastasia one. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't feel like I need it at all, especially if I'm just gonna be comparing the two and talking about this. I don't think I need it, but between the two, it'd probably be, well, you know, especially if you live in America, where it's really easy to get. Overall, I think in terms of like cost and like the amount of product you're getting, I think the Anastasia one is a better option. It is $48, but when you compare it to like the price of this and getting to, you're probably gonna end up paying more for this, and you get less product. And from what I see in the pictures, you get more color options on the Anastasia one compared to this one. Now the things that I do like about this one is that, one, the packaging. You already get your mixing palette in here, and this comes with like a little spatula and brush in it. So, you know, it's easy because you got your mirror here as well, so you can just mix everything on this little plate and just apply it. But on the Anastasia one, it's just like literally a palette with like a clear window. So it's more so, seems like it's more so targeted for like makeup artists, people doing it on other people, or if you're just like sitting at your vanity. This is slightly more portable, if that makes sense, because you have all your stuff here. And it's just easier to hold because of this little window here. I'm not 100% sure, because I could have sworn I saw somewhere, I believe it was on Instagram. I spent the last like 40 minutes like trying to look for it again, but I could have sworn I saw somewhere that it said that it was 3 years in the making. This came out in October of last year, and the Anastasia one is now available, which is January now, and it's gonna be available in stores, I believe, in March. So, of course, Pony Effect came out first. But to be honest with you, this sort of idea I don't think is like unique, because there have been lip palettes that came out before. The only unique thing about these two compared to those other ones that came out way before, years ago even, is the fact that there are like red, blue, yellow, black, white shades, so you can like mix it. Because other palettes that came out are lip palettes, you just have like, you know, they only have colors like this in it, just like colors like this. But from like what I've seen, it doesn't seem like they're very pigmented. They're more like glosses. They're very sheer, it seems. So Pony Effect and Anastasia are really stepping it up and providing like legit lipstick formulations in these palettes. So really, when I saw the Anastasia one, I wasn't really that perturbed about it, especially because Pony does have those magnetic brushes, which are very similar to these other brushes that came out before. So if you want my honest opinion about the two, I think the Anastasia one would probably be a better option. This one I only like because of the aesthetic of like the whole thing, and it's so much more portable. And if you're more of a person that wears more like natural, more wearable colors, this would be a better option. If you want to get a little crazy, you have these up here. Whereas the Anastasia one definitely, I feel like, caters more towards like the American, like, Insta-baddie kind of, I keep saying that word, but honestly, sort of audience of people that will be using makeup, like, more in the West. Overall, do I think Anastasia deserves shit for this? I don't think so. I really don't think they look fair. They look similar in the sense that there are, like, I swear, if you take out these colors on the bottom here and you have just these, like, I guess, normal lipstick colors in there, people would probably be less like, oh my god, she's Jack and Pony. You know what I mean? I think the fact that there's those like unique colors to help you create these new shades that are in there, people are making that comparison. And the fact that there are lip palettes that already came out before anyway, so it's just the fact that this has like a mixing palette, you got your little spatula and brush, and you've got like these primary colors in there. I think that's where people are getting that comparison or whatever. So at the end of the day, I think they're both like different, like the in the same category of products, but I think they're both different, especially in terms of like price wise and availability. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole situation. This video was completely out of nowhere, so I'm just gonna put this shit up and be done with it. So yeah, that was my 2 cents, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.